Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. So here's San Francisco's starting group. They've got Kevin Durant. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Mutombo in at the 4 spot. We've got Edey. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Olynyk in at power forward. Murray passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double teamed. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ingram. Left side Durant. Goes up on the wing. Man, it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Olynyk. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And when Durant is clear for takeoff, no hesitation.
Murray with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the block. On the break. And here's Ingram outside. The rebound by Edey. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Inside. Here's Wiggins. Rebound San Francisco.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Murray. San Francisco making their last shot. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Here's Mutombo, guarded by Olynyk. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Thompson, he's checked in for Olynyk.
Number 13, Tristan Thompson.
Left side Murray. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't cash it in from close range. San Francisco leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 4-3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Ingram against Murray. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins with it. Shoots over Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. It's good from the top of the key.
The jumper looking so pure coming out of Murray's hands. It's fun watching him score the rock.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. San Francisco making their last shot. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Offensive board. Edey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. San Francisco making their last shot. 43 seconds left now in the first quarter. And it's good. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the middle. Here's Thompson. It's tipped. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Deflected. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 11 points in the game.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for San Francisco. He had solid production. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Hey, guys, what's your take on San Francisco so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Thompson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Francisco, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also Brandon Ingram out there. And it's Yao in at the center position, locking down the middle. Dylan Brooks is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Andrew. A jaw-dropping jam by SGA.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
So it's the home team now. They trail by 14. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Brooks. Here's Clark. Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And it's all from three-point range. San Francisco leading by 14. Here's Ingram, and a slam dunk by Ingram.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Thompson passes to Brooks. Good on the bucket.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Good work there as it goes. Yao's gotten 4 this quarter.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
Clark outside. Here's Wiggins. Oh, blocked by Ingram. To the paint. Here's Mutombo. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Oh, sweet move. No good. A bit long that time. Outside Durant. To the inside. Yao. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Yao's got 8.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Yao's gone 4 of 5 from the floor. Just the one miss. Down low. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Set it up.
Ingram's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Wiggins against Ingram. The baseline, Jay. Kevin Durant pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 18. To the middle. Tries from 6 feet. And off the glass. That one's good. 10 points for him.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Durant for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Warriors lead by 21.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Wiggins outside. Over Ingram. Wiggins, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. And the three-pointer goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Yao. 10 points for him, and the basket is good. Yao's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up at the elbow. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Yao, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Durant against Olynyk. It's Durant with a drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know, the defense had no answer for Durant's quickness. He drives right in and hammers it down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. The long distance 3 is buried. 16 points for him.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
And so it's San Francisco. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And that's bringing up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Well, we got a chance here to check up on Jamal Murray's status. What do you have, Allie?
They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. It sounds like we won't be seeing him back on the floor anytime soon. This is a tough loss.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
On the floor for the Warriors, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Yao in at the 5. And there's the drive. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered.
Great open look there.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Nifty move. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. San Francisco leading by 21 to the paint. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wiggins. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Barrett.
Number 9, Alexander Walker. Right there.
Here's Mutombo. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Mutombo has gotten his second bucket.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
And Ingram gets it to go on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Olynyk passes to Wiggins. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Wiggins with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Olynyk passes to Alexander Walker. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. The floater. And it's good on the layup. Alexander Walker's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Gilgeous-Alexander against Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Mutombo. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Mutombo's got 8.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. Pass to Edey. Yep, count it.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
Here's Ingram. And count it. Now 5 for 7. 35 seconds left in the third. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's closely guarded. Here's Edey. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Yao passes to Mutombo. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. 16 points for him.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Shakes him. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. San Francisco out in front, leading by 17. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Brandon Clark, Sharp out there with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Dylan Brooks, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's Sharp on the wing. Pure from 3-point range.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career. Oh, what a powerful finish. You could feel the impact.
Oh, he's going to be bragging about that one later, and for good reason too, man.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Pass to Sharp. Wagner with a steal. Inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Clark, the pass to Olynyk. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Sharp with it. Wagner picks him up. Pass to Brooks. Clark right side. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Simmons. To the inside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. To the middle. Back to Sharp. Jacks up a three. Rebound San Francisco. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. An open look for Simmons. And he drains the quick shot. Simmons has got his first basket.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Brooks, the pass to Sharp. The three. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Substitution for your home team.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
And it's Wagner missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
That one's good for 2.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
The crossover, and he sinks the layup.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. San Francisco leading by 17. Simmons with it. Now Wiggins defending. Simmons, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander against Embiid. Here's Edey. And a strong finish with two hands.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
A minute 29 left in the game. And here's Simmons. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Simmons defending. Thompson, a screen on Wagner. Barrett passes to Thompson. Good setup. Let him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And Simmons has got the ball here for San Francisco. 13-point lead. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Safe to say, the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
44 seconds left to play in the fourth. Outside Barrett. Thompson, a screen on Wagner. The three, Barrett knocks down the long J. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And here's San Francisco. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Simmons, good. And the assist to Embiid. And the Warriors lead by 16.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so San Francisco takes the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled. From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got LeBron James. Anthony is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And for the Warriors, Brandon Ingram out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Yao in at center. Well, Grant, how about this pairing? Michael Jordan and LeBron James. These two have been in many basketball discussions.
Yeah, NBA, the GOAT debate really comes down to these two guys, MJ and LeBron. And a chance to see these guys together, it's incredible.
Well, Grant, I do have to ask you, who do you have as the best basketball player ever? Air Jordan or the King?
Come on, B.A. I mean, you know I'm not answering that one.
James can't get it to go.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Robinson. James deciding where to go with it. And it's James with the jam.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Pass to Yao. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. That's good from Durant on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against James. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. James can't get it to go. James has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Mutombo. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The fader. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Here's James, and it's rejected. They retain possession. Durant with the bucket. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. On the take, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, boy, how slippery is SGA on the dribble drive. Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Jordan. Over Ingram. Now with a rebound. Outside for Ingram. Three-pointer. On target from range.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Robinson. Jordan with it. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 33, Larry Bird.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Puts it up from 15. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to review the game plan. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Ingram. In transition, here they come. Here's Yao. Outside Ingram. Puts it up from the high post. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ingram's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early. already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Yao. Money from 17 feet out.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying, you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Robinson. No points so far. There's the three. Yao, good.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Oh, got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He clipped the ball there. But not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Curry. The three is up. Yeah, with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 7 points in the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead. Getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Durant for three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's San Francisco, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Francisco.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
They've got Anthony. Johnson is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Ewing in at the center position. Tries the spin move. Here's Anthony. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Oh, nice use of the up fake there. Melo got him to bite.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
free throw drops for Anthony. And Anthony drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Yao. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Anthony. This one for 3. Sinks the tray. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo certainly a threat from out there.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And To me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Three-pointer, Anthony. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You know, that's what he does so well, and why Melo is such a reliable scorer.
On the attack, Simmons. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
San Francisco leading by 12. Up top, Smith. He's guarded by Anthony. The fadeaway. Anthony grabs the board. Oh, they get a hand on it. Down low. Here's Ewing. Rebound San Francisco. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Oden. Oh, wow! Finish it off. A beauty.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Curry, no good. Simmons finds Smith. Now here's Embiid. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Curry with it. Still no points. Outside Johnson. Now Curry fires the three. The shot comes out. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Driving inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Here's Jordan. That one's off. Still out of sync. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for San Francisco. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Oden. And here's Embiid. Clock at 6. Fades away and sinks a tough shot. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Free throw line jumper. The putback. And Ewing gets it to go.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Outside Simmons. Here's Embiid. Here's Wagner. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The three is up. Rebound San Francisco. Smith right side. Pass to Oden. There's 39 seconds left in the second period. Off target at the rim. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And yep, it's good.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Now here's Wagner. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
Here's James. Oh, throw it
Look
down.
out.
Can you say elevation?
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Here's Embiid. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And so it's San Francisco in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now, here is James. We've got George. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Noah in at power forward. Shot's good by James.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Anthony is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's LeBron James, and it's Jordan in at the two-guard spot. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Shot from the wing, and it's Cunningham missing. Robinson passes to Jordan. Now James. He's watched by Cunningham. And Ingram with the block. And they get it back. Here's Jordan. Here's Oden. And here's Cunningham. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. little over a minute gone here in the second half. Jordan. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for the away team. Michael Jordan at the line for two.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Jordan. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Warriors lead by...
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes. Into an elite point guard.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Noah. George outside. Shot clock at 6. No good there. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Anthony, the pass to James. Launches it from deep. Wow! LeBron James with the range.
Oh, the deep bomb from LeBron, who makes that shot look effortless.
George for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Here's Jordan. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter. San Francisco leading by 11. Here's George. Pass to Noah. Shoots. And once again, off the mark by San Francisco. Robinson passes to Jordan. Back to Robinson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Ingram against Durant. Pulls it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
Timeout. 18 team, number 33, Larry Bird.
Here's James. He's got 11. Poke loose. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for San Francisco. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Now here's Jordan. 12 points for him. Pass to James. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Francisco leading by 16. Left side Ingram. A shot from the high post. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Ingram's got 9.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
James passes to Anthony. And that time. Also a missed shot.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Inside, pass to George. Here's Oden. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. He has 7.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Oden's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Back to Curry. Here's Johnson. Rebound San Francisco. Yao's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock on the game clock. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Curry against Simmons. Fires it. Curry, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
For 3, Anthony. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's San Francisco up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Yao in at the 5 down low. In transition, here they come. Takes a 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Here's Durant. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Simmons. Oh, okay then.
How about the awareness from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Gets the steal, quickly turns it into a transition bucket.
James with the ball. Over to the left wing. Bird, that's good. Bird's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Simmons, outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it down from distance.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
James passes to Curry. From outside the arc, he buries it from 3. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Embiid a screen on James. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Simmons. Shoots over Curry. Simmons, no good. Pass to Yao. Here's Embiid. On the wing, Durant. No good on the 3. Embiid against James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Joel Embiid.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. To the paint. Here's James. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Embiid passes to Yao. Anthony on the double. Here's Simmons. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. All right, time for an injury report.
He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Embiid. The kick out to Simmons. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Simmons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and Embiid is smart to keep his options open. No reason he has to complete every play.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. The ball's knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
First free throw is good. Jordan's checked in for Stephen Curry. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. The visitors with the ball. Now Anthony. Pass to James. There's 53 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Takes it inside and slam dunk by James.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Jordan, the pass to Anthony. Back to Jordan. 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Free throw's good. Jordan.
Second team foul. At the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Simmons. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
And he drops the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Durant. Now, here is James. San Francisco takes the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operated.